No, my guest is not me. May look like it's me, but it's not me. Okay, Derek, I think I'm ready for you to unmute your video. Okay, so go ahead and speak.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, you're coming through. Good, good, good. I don't have you on yet. It's going to happen in a second. Yeah, you see two videos of me. Nice. All right, cool. I'm going to delete one of these. You're going to want to mute the stream, Derek, on your end. No, undo. Okay. You want to mute your stream. You can, so unmute on Zoom and mute the stream itself. So like Twitch. Okay. And then I'm going to lock that. And we still have to move some things around, but I'm going to add. So let's see here. You know what? What I would do, and you can unmute yourself here. Okay, so you can talk now. You're good. Go to, so you're using Chrome, right? Or Brave, or what browser? Safari? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna mute this one. Okay. So you're on Chrome. Okay, so right click on the Twitch tab and hit mute site. And then you'll need to unmute it anytime that you need to actually listen to it. That's what I do. So like when I go to twitch.tv, it's always muted. Like the Chrome actually mutes it, which is cool. All right, while you're doing that, I am going to add you as another camera here. And then we'll move some things around. So, all right, guest, add, source. As is tradition, we are going to be doing this on the fly. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? Display capture, I think, is what I'm looking for. Oh no, what? Oh, window capture. There we go. Go ahead and mute Chrome, and then I'll unmute on Zoom. Okay. Add a new source. Okay, Derek. All right. Let me see here. Zoom guest capture. All right. Go to Zoom. Zoom meeting. Perfect. Whoa. Giant version of Derek appears. All right, cool. All right, Derek, you can just talk to me now instead of typing. That will work better, I think. And I'm going to try to get you to the right.
Hello?
Yeah. So, did you mute over on Twitch itself?
I muted on the Chrome tab.
Good. Okay,
Mute
perfect.
site.
That's perfect. That's what I want you to do. Perfect. Okay. So, you should be able to see yourself.
The delay is unacceptable. It's like seriously like a
That's
30-second delay.
That's because so I see a 3-second delay for myself as well, but I don't watch myself on the Twitch stream. So you probably actually want to just close that tab. Or actually, you want to keep it open, but only look at the chat. Don't look at the video.
Okay.
So that's actually really interesting, and it's something that we can tell guests when we get in here. It's really interesting. We can tell guests, hey, you're gonna see a giant delay if you have the Twitch window open,
Right.
and that's okay. Like you know, because it's the same for me and you. The biggest thing is I don't want there to be a delay between me and you together. It's fine to have a delay out there. I don't want a delay here.
Right.
So
Well,
yeah.
Try this. I'm gonna, I'm gonna count. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you do it along with me. All right, in sync. Ready?
Okay, hold
Here we
on
go.
1 second here. I was okay.
I'm not gonna look at you as you do it.
All
Ready?
right. Okay.
Go. 1,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
So
Well,
I was
either
I was
you're
doing
a
it
bad
exact-
musician, or
Well, I am that. But but I said it exactly when you did.
You
Which
did?
it
That's
might
not what
actually
I heard.
come through. Yeah, I know that's not what you hear because there's a Zoom delay. Now, interestingly, on Twitch, you should actually hear us at the same time.
Okay.
Exactly. So when you go back and review this later,
Yes.
then you'll be able to check that out.
So don't believe my eyes or ears.
No. I mean, it has to be good enough, right? Has to be good enough for you and I to have a conversation. But out there, we need to be in sync. And so we'll see how this goes. But hey, everybody! By the way, this is Derek Greenberg. He is basically, I don't know. Do we have a title for you in this whole thing? Like
Sidekick.
a sidekick, producer. You know, I would actually call you a producer.
Sure.
That makes sense to me. We kind of co-produce it, I guess, is what I would say. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is move Derek to where he needs to be, because right now he's not where he needs to be. Let's see here. I need to actually
left.
probably
To the left, down, and then can you shrink me a little bit?
Yeah, I need to do that. So zoom. It makes it okay, let's try this. 520. 520. That's probably too much. 510. Now I got to move it again. So position, let's go 680. Nope, I gotta do a little more cropping here. Yeah, maybe 520 was it. 690. It's close, but it's not there.
Down a bit.
And do I need to go down?
Down.
Okay, let's see. Why does that look off to me? It looks off to me.
Down.
Oh, what? Kate says. Hey, Kate, how's it going?
Hey, Kate.
Let me see here. Actually, you know what I can do? I can actually go and look at the transform for this and my top.
I just realized something, Jamon.
Yeah.
You might want to increase the height of my window a little bit, like about 7 or 8 pixels.
I agree. Yep. In fact, yeah, I need to do that very shortly. Why? This Streamlabs is going to drive me nuts because what happens is I click on something, I go to change it. Hey, Ellie, how's it going? And it sticks to my mouse when I let go. So you put it where you think it's good, and then you let go, and you move, and it moves with you. It's driving me nuts. Okay, we're gonna get you there. It's gonna take a little bit of time here. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do so top. Let's go. That's close. That's close. We're getting there. Let's go.
There is one odd thing about this.
Yeah.
Which is that I've been watching all of these.
Yeah.
Since you started streaming, and I've never seen a delay between your video and audio, and now I do.
Is there an audio difference?
There is a serious audio delay that I'm seeing.
Kate
I don't know if anyone else sees it.
Well, I mean, you're getting audio from Zoom.
Okay, that's why.
There's a delay though, Kate, between when I talk and when my mouth moves. Is that what's going on?
All right, let's try something. Do the clap test. So go ahead,
True.
Jamon, clap. And
Okay.
then Kate, give
Okay.
an indication of how long the delay was.
Yeah, that's a terrible clap. How are we doing on that, Kate? How much of a delay we have? He said, I don't notice the delay.
All right, Kate, I'm going to clap and tell me if you see it. Ready? Here we go.
Now that's a clap. There's 1 second delay.
Interesting.
So there's a delay on Derek's voice. Because I'm not hearing a delay. So something's a little funky there. Ooh. I just realized.
Voice looks ahead of video?
Voice is ahead of video.
Whoa.
That's not what I expected. Okay, interesting. Let me see here. So this, I'm gonna actually move while we're kind of figuring that out. So here's one of the things we have going on here is we have this big like open area underneath. Like the layout is a little. I almost wonder if we need to make some. So jam inside looks all right. Mouth movement slower. Okay. There is sort of a. Oh. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So we are capturing from Zoom, is what we're doing, right? And if I go to meeting. Okay, I don't know if I have any other options on this. I'm gonna just see if there's any properties I can change. Oh, performance mode. What's that? Oh, that's just for the computer. Okay, that's not what we want. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I'm capturing from a window. I'm capturing from Zoom is what I'm doing.
Right.
And so it's coming to me and it looks good. Like, actually, go ahead and talk a little bit, Derek. I'm going to watch you on the stream preview.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
4.
I see what they're saying, actually. On the stream preview, I see your mouth is moving a little bit slower than the words are coming across. So I'm kind of interested to know if there's potentially a way that, let's see, options. Wonder if there's a way that I could slow down the audio, delay the audio just a bit.
Delay the audio?
Yeah, just to sync it up with your video, because the video's behind.
Wow.
It's not that bad though. Like watching, it's not like distracting to me. You can't see this at all unless you watch the stream and have the audio on, which is hard to do when you're on the stream. Okay. Let's talk, Derek, let's talk for a second about the layout of the screen.
Okay.
And figure out what we want to do with that.
Okay.
So right now, we have the chats over on that side, over there, and the two video feeds are taking up a quarter of the screen, But we really could make them bigger for this just chatting session.
Two-thirds of the screen is what I see.
Yeah, 2/3 of the top part, but they're not in the bottom part there. So reduce the width of the chat.
Yeah, I'm talking about width only. Yeah.
So we could make the chat window smaller.
Yes.
We could also...
Well, do you need to see the chat window at all, being that I can see it in the stream chat in Twitch?
I like to have it in the video because if people watch it later, then it's embedded in there and they can kind of see what we're responding to.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Right.
So, yeah. Oh, by the way. Hey, we got a follow. Derek, how about you welcome them while I do something?
Hi, Manish.
Yeah,
thank you for following.
I'm putting Derek on the spot. Derek's the type.
Yeah, I'm sorry I mispronounced the name.
So, just for all of you watching, Derek's the type. He's the guy behind the scenes. He's the one who's like making all this work. He's pulling all the strings. I drug him on camera, kicking and screaming the whole way, despite how amazing he looks, by the way. Everybody admired just how amazing Derek looks. He really worked hard on his video. Derek's video goes purple.
Yes, it does.
How often? I wonder if it's when I like focus on the zoom window or something like that. Actually, hey, Manish BSTA, Manish Bista. Yeah, anyway, thanks for the follow, by the way. Oh, shoot, I forgot to watch multi-stream, but I think we're okay. And I haven't seen too many from YouTube yet. Okay, so let me see here.
Hey, Kate, you said my video goes purple here and there. Are you referring to the fact that for some weird coincidence, the border around my video happens to be the exact same color as the lights I have in the background, which are the same purple color?
That's true. That was totally on purpose.
The purple square. Yeah, that happens. I think when Jamon is manipulating things.
That might be.
Because I saw that too, but that was a while ago.
I haven't been moving it recently. Cannot notice the pattern, but the video goes blank with a complete purple square. Okay. What books are those, Derek? Elise says.
Yeah, great question. Books that I haven't looked at in about 20 years. They're in a bookshelf. I have no idea what they are.
You know what I think we need, Derek?
Yes.
I think we need a label, like a names label underneath us.
Below our boxes?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And then whenever you have a guest come on and you want to put them in, the label goes there?
Yeah. Yeah, because this is really being set up for guests. So I'm going to do that. But the question about making the chat a little bit smaller is a good one. So like I'm going to maybe play with that a little bit here.
I agree with that. I think it should be smaller.
What kind of books do you have, though, that you haven't read there? Like what would be an example?
All right, here we go. One row is entirely cookbooks. I collect cookbooks. I love them. They're not necessarily cookbooks that I use to cook with, because I'm interested in historical recipes. So I collect cookbooks from the past, even stuff like turn of the century. I will grab those books, find them in antique stores, and keep them. And then some of them are like kind of like kitschy, funny cookbooks from the 60s and 70s. Recipes I would never actually make, but I get a kick out of looking at the old books and the recipes and the weird looking photographs of food that makes them look really, really ugly. I love that stuff. Some of the shelves are just photo albums of actual physical prints of analog photos from way in the past. And some of them it's just literature from college, actually, from a long time ago. Just books I can't get rid of. I have to keep them, for memories reasons. And that's what this bookshelf is.
Yeah.
I actually, on occasion, will look, and I'll look for things. And I'm like, oh, remember this? And I'll pull it out and check it out. So that's what that is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that explanation. By the way, Manish, I'm saying that wrong. Manish. Is it okay if I just say Manish?
Manish.
Says, I just joined Twitch just to watch your stream after listening to the React Native Radio podcast.
Oh, that's so nice.
That is nice, isn't it? That's awesome.
Thank you. That's awesome.
I love it. I love it. Just so you all know, what are we doing today? Well, first off, we're trying to get this to like this dual hangout area to work properly. So expect some messing around on stream. Yes, professionals would do this off stream, but nobody ever claimed
we're not
to be professional around here.
And we will have guests, pretty exciting people coming on.
We do. Yeah, we have some ideas.
And they're going to appear in the window where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're trying to work out at this moment.
Let's see. By the way, he says it is Manish.
Manish.
You pronounced my name correctly. Nice.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah,
Manish.
Very cool. Stream title. No, not the whole thing. Come on. I swear. Why? Why does it do this? I click to drag it and it drags the whole thing. All right, here we go. Now it's moving that.
Looks like the chat has shrunk.
Yeah. Chat. I mean, I probably could make it a little bigger actually now that I've
you move it up, right?
Yeah, I think this is good. Jamon is the master of pronouncing names correctly. I don't know if I'm the master of it, but I do try. I try hard. Viewer count, subtitle. So no, why? It just moves the whole thing. All right. Why? I don't know why. I'm clicking just on that thing. Okay, I'm going to make everything locked. And then I'm just going to go to the subtitle and unlock just that thing. And then we're going to move just that thing. Okay, that works. See, if I narrate this, it goes better, right? You seem dubious. Title. There we go. Move that down. And then I have this subtitle. There. Okay, and then that's view stream info at, and that actually then the link then needs to move. All right. We're getting there. We are totally getting there. Subtitle link. Move that over. Yeah. Just so you know, Derek is a software engineer. He's a React Native software engineer. He's worked in React. How long have you worked in React Native specifically?
Probably about 6 years.
6 years. Yep. Since it came out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And here at Infinite Red, which is fun. Derek and I have worked together for 6 years. And before that, boy, you've been doing this a long time, though. Not just the last 6 years. You've been a software engineer for about 20 years, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a whole thing, and my subtitle's still not quite right. Let me move that up a little bit. And the link. I appreciate it, Kate. Inyong? Did I do that right? I don't know if I did that right. Inyong? Or is it Inyang? Is it more of a yang or yong? Or is it neither? So that's Kate's real name, Inyong. What I need to do is have you pronounce it for me, Kate. And then I'll be able to pronounce it.
Right.
Inyong. Yeah. And your brother is Sung-hoon?
Young.
Yeah. Inyong. Let's see here. Alert box, guest. Okay. Now what I can do, Derek, is I can like move your whole thing and make you bigger. In fact, I can make my thing bigger too. So I'm going to try to do both of those at the same time so that we have kind of like, let's see. Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? Okay. Well, we'll do our best here. So make this bigger. About there. Whoops. Okay. We'll try it again.
Right.
Try it again. Go to like that. And then the guest size, I'm going to also make that bigger. See how close we can get it. Okay, it's not quite right.
Yeah.
Kate says, perfect. Sadly, I can't log in. Says, I will take you to Tokyo.
A little taller.
Why are you spamming though? I can't log in. That's really close. It's not, I don't think it's quite right, but it's really close.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have all this room underneath here. So maybe we just move it so that they are centered.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you going to set up like a different kind of a saved layout so that when you're looking at a code,
yes,
that you have like a view where you can see the two people participating,
totally,
working on the code at the same time? And
yes,
that's a slightly different view.
And we'll probably build that. I mean, like, what else we got to do today? So we could totally build that.
Why not?
But I want to also just kind of chat with you and kind of talk and take questions from the audience. We've got a few viewers now, and so just for those of you who, boy, this spamming is not working very well. How do we avoid the whole? I don't know if this is intentional. Sadly, I can't log in on the whole "I will take you to Tokyo" thing here.
Yeah, what is that?
We got some spam on the YouTube side. Oh, can you see it in the stream? You're not seeing it in the Twitch chat.
I do not see that in the stream. No.
So
is
the stream video.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
And then I'm going to try switching into Infinite Red and see if there's a way to. I mean, they stopped. Maybe they got. Let's see here. Oh, by the way,
I see it.
Derek,
there it is.
We need to talk about a copyright claim that we got.
What?
Yeah.
Copyright claim? What are you talking about?
Yeah. We got a copyright claim on our live on my birthday stream. Yeah. Which is frustrating, but
what was the copyright?
Well, apparently some of the music I was playing, which I was trying to play some new music through Amazon Music. Some of the music I was playing was copyrighted.
Gotcha.
So,
but how was that caught? Was that like a bot that's listening?
Probably. That's most likely what happened there. So, the question I have is, how do I moderate? I guess I can go to the stream itself, and then. And then I'll just go to, let's see. No, I'm still logged in as myself here. Can I not moderate chat? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, someone from Twitch, please put a chat in. I want to make sure that chat's still working because we have some spam happening there, and I want to make sure that this gets dialed in. So, Derek has been helping me. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Derek. So, Derek's been helping me with. Thanks, Ali. Looks like it's happening. Go away, spammer, says Kate. So Derek's been helping me with these streams, and we want to bring on guests. And Derek will be one of those, by the way. He's our first guest, really. But part of this is that we're working on the presentation. We want to make sure that this looks good. Now, Derek came very prepared because you can see his background is already the purple color of our branding at React Native Live, which is fantastic. I'm sure that was on purpose. Derek, we need to put names now. So that's going to be, I'm going to have to add some text. Okay. Add. And this will be a new source, and we're going to call this guest name. Okay.
By the way, Jamon,
yeah.
In YouTube, I'm going to block the spammer.
Oh, did you figure out how to do that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I can remove them.
Nice.
Or I can put the user in timeout or hide user on this channel. Those are my choices. I think, well, remove will only remove the last thing they put in. So I'm going to hide user on this channel. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Done.
Nice.
They have been blocked.
Nice. Thank you. That's awesome.
Sure.
So I don't remember exactly what. Let's see here. Stream title. We use open sounds. Good. Okay. So
you're going to put a text block below our boxes.
I am.
There you go.
Now, guest name. I need to make sure it's in the right spot, though. That's not what I want to do. So, Streamlabs makes this so difficult. I swear.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Todd. We're on stream. Sorry.
Hey, Todd.
We didn't think of that, did we?
No. Wow.
I need to kick Todd.
I can see a little bit of Todd there.
I know. I think I need to. So we didn't think of that, did we?
No. You don't expect that to happen in a Zoom call. Someone else.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, that's why we're doing this. We're working out the kinks. All right, so
That's right.
we need to lock the room when we're doing this. Okay, I locked it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, Todd, you're on stream. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so oh my goodness. I hate to just sit here and complain about Streamlabs, but if you could see what I'm trying to do right now, it would blow your mind. What I'm trying to do is move the guest name label into the guest group, right? Like it should be in the same group as your like Zoom window, right? And for whatever reason, I have to move it like one thing at a time. And I have to scroll down and move it a little bit and scroll down and move it a little bit. It's just the worst. Regular might be better. Yeah, that's decent. All right, let's try.
Jamon?
Yes. Yes.
Could you please check your DMs?
Okay, will do.
It's kind of critical. Thank you.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, it looks like I have a little bit of a work emergency thing happening going on. So I am going to. Yeah, Todd had an interesting background. I am going to. I'm going to let Derek hang out here. Sorry, Derek.
Absolutely. No problem.
And keep everybody company.
Yes.
And I just need to like finish one thing so I don't like lose my spot here. And then I'm going to jump out and talk with Todd. It's going to be an interesting. Let's see here. Okay, they just move that over there. And then I just have to change that to my name instead of Derek's. And I'll also rename this to host name. All right, cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off webcam.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why did it change both of them? That's weird.
All right, your box has turned purple, and you are out.
Yeah.
But we hear you.
It's so weird, though, because it's showing Derek Greenberg on both. I'll have to fix that in a bit. So
I see it. Yeah, it says
I
Derek Greenberg.
am... yeah, so keep an eye on YouTube chat, too, while you're at it, Derek. And
Okay.
so you'll have to have kind of both up at the same time. So
Sure, no problem.
sorry about that, everybody. I'll be right back.
Wow, we have 8 people here participating. Hello, everybody. So as you know, Jamon had to duck out, had some emergency stuff to deal with, but he'll be back. If anyone wants to send a message, go ahead. See if I can talk about it. Well, one thing I would like to talk about is, am I nervous? I'm always nervous. What? Doesn't matter if I'm on camera or not. I'm nervous. But I would like to actually talk a little bit about Ignite. There's some kind of interesting things which are going on. We have plans for updating it, adding some pretty neat things to it. What I would love is if anybody would like to post right now in chat, what are some things you would like from Ignite? And if anyone doesn't know about, what Ignite is, check it out. Ignite is our, my video's back. Okay. But Ignite is our, sort of like a template, which allows you to, start off a React Native project really quickly and easily. It's opinionated, and one of the things that we're talking about right now in Infinite Red are what are those opinions? What are the things that matter? What should we have in a library which allows you to start off a React Native project? What's important to you? So I'd be interested to hear what people have to say, because I'm going to use that as feedback to these changes that we're going to be working on. We'd like to improve it, add more features, make changes where appropriate. So here's a chance for people to talk. Elias, sure. Elias, sure. I don't know if that's your name, but you asked me tips to improve as a React Native developer. Without talking too much about, our own, training courses and things that we do here at Infinite Red, just in general, personally, I think one of the best things you can do is sit there, spend some time, and bang out new React Native projects. Bang them out, throw them away. Bang them out, throw them away. Just do it for yourself. The idea is that you keep creating projects where you're trying to solve one problem or to deal with a gap in your knowledge, and you want to deal with it and solve one problem. So give the project a name. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you upload to GitHub. It's something that could just be local, because your intention is to throw it away. It's to teach yourself how to do something. So say, for example, you wanted to experiment with something you learned about in navigation, for example. And it's kind of a tricky problem, and you've maybe read some articles about it. So this is what you do. you bang it out. Start up, quickly crank out a new React Native project. Do your experiments. Try the thing out. Throw it away. And get in the habit of throwing away projects which you create for yourself just to learn something, and then toss it. What I do personally is I take notes. I just, create like a little, text file where like I'll document what I learned, what I was dealing with, a link to an article that I was using to learn something, and I'll save it. I may never go back to it again, but there's a possibility I might. Actually pretty useful. Kind of a cool way to learn some neat things as a React Native developer. The reason for this approach is that there's no pressure on you. This is your own time. You're not doing this on client time. It's your time. And no one is going to see your code, so you just bang it out, try things, experiment, and then throw it away. It's all disposable. But the stuff that sticks in your brain cells, that's not disposable, that stays there. So hopefully that's helpful to answer your question, Eliaster. All right. Let's see here what's going on here in YouTube. Not much. Cool. All right. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm really kind of curious to see how that goes for you. Next time, like we have a session, which should be on Friday. Eliaster, go ahead and please, post something about it. Like, hey, I tried this. I gave this a shot. And let's see how it goes for you. I'd like to know. Very curious. I always watch these, so I may or may not be a guest on the podcast, but I'm always here. On the stream, but I'm always here. Have we worked with Bluetooth thermal printers using React Native? Not that I know of offhand. We have a couple of developers here at Infinite Red who are experts in Bluetooth integration into apps. But I don't know anything about any projects where we dealt with thermal printers. What are you working on? What's the story? Yeah, we're all waiting for you to respond in the chat. No pressure. But if you do have an interesting question in the chat and nothing else is going on that interrupts it, hey, we'll see what we can do. Oh, I see. Right. Gotcha. Okay, you want to print a receipt using a React Native app with Bluetooth connection to a thermal printer, right? So we're talking about a Bluetooth device which has to be connected to through React Native. Interesting. Yeah, right. Yeah, no particular projects that I know of that we've worked on involving that. But if you can send me, I'd like to connect with you so that I could connect with other people at our company who might be able to talk with you about Bluetooth stuff. Oh, Mazen. Hey, there you are. Mazen, you're one of the people. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you so much for piping in. So Mazen is a fantastic developer and has a lot of Bluetooth experience. And one of the people I would have hooked you up with if I could. But it looks like you've hooked up right now. So awesome. Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to ask about for Ignite. Any requests or things you're interested in? I'd like to know. I'd like to talk a little bit about some things that we're looking into for Ignite. Some things we're interested in seeing, where we should focus our attention on. I'd like to get some feedback. Anyone have anything to say? Go ahead. A couple of things that we would like to focus on is accessibility. That's a pretty hot topic. The ability to have built in to this framework for a brand new React Native project, built-in support for accessibility to the latest standards, and also to use this, of course, as an example of best practices. So that's one, accessibility. Improved support for internationalization. We already have, of course, the ability to built into Ignite as is, the ability to have all the text as resources which are internationalized. But is there anything else we can do to make it easier and better to have your views support text expansion, for example, in such a way that will work with multiple languages? So these are things that we're looking at. Font sizes and that type of thing. Word wrap. Let's see. Following this, Eliaster, you asked about using MobX. Is there a way to use Redux directly? You can actually. Where the thing about you can kick off a new project with Ignite. It doesn't mean you have to use, the persistence library that we're using. We're using MobX, State Tree, MobX, but if you wanted to, you absolutely could switch over to Redux, and everything else in as set up in an ignited project would still be good. So we're not trying to force people into using particular state management library, but it is opinionated, and an ignited project is optimized at this time for MobX State Tree. That's a library that Jamon himself actually maintains right now. But all of us at Infinite Red have a lot of experience with Redux. I mean, I did projects with Redux for years before we switched over. So yes, there is a way to use Redux directly. You would have to make some changes, of course. You'd have to switch over. So it's not going to come for free. But because it is an opinionated framework, we set it up with MobX State Tree to begin with. So you'd have to kind of dive in and make your changes. I don't know if that answers your question, but there you are. As far as making a choice while spinning up an Ignite app, that's a philosophical question. It's about everybody kind of wants to use different libraries to handle certain things in their apps, and we often talk about, should Ignite give you the ability to switch between this library or this? Like, should there be a prompt, right? When you're firing up a new app, like Ignite new foobar, should I be able to put in, dash use something or other? And we've experimented with things like having different templates, like templates which are based on Redux versus MobX. And ultimately, we didn't find a lot of value in making it possible for people to kind of switch between them because of the maintenance headaches between them. And also kind of realizing, like, look, if we're opinionated out of the box, this is what Ignite is. If you want to try something else, there's nothing wrong with ripping out MobX from the template and sticking in your own, what you want, like Redux, for example. It doesn't even have to be Redux. It's whatever state management system you want to use. It's pretty straightforward code. There's not a lot of deep embedding. You would be able to, if you want to switch over, you could switch over, but still enjoy the other benefits you got from Ignite. I hope that answers that question.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Jim.
I'm back.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry about leaving you on an island here.
Yeah, no problem. We very interesting. We were talking about some questions about Ignite.
Yeah.
Because I brought it up. I said, hey, look, we're working on Ignite. We're improving it. And I'd like to get some feedback.
Yeah.
What do people want? What are they interested in?
Yeah.
And the question came up about using the fact that it is an opinionated template.
Mm-hmm.
And MobX is what we're using right now, partially because this is a library that you maintain personally.
Right.
And the question came up about, like, well, what if I want to use Redux?
Right.
And I was saying that, like, well, you can still enjoy all of the benefits that Ignite gives you from all the other opinionated libraries that it uses.
Right.
To make it really easy and quick to kick off a new project. But if you want to swap out Redux for MobX, you can.
Right.
It's doable. But
it
you
is
get
doable.
to enjoy all the other benefits.
Totally. And from my perspective, I get it. Like, I get why someone would want to, sort of like have bring in some pretty, I guess, big decisions like this. Like MobX state tree is a big decision, and if their whole team is like, no, we really want, we don't want to use MobX state tree, then I get it. Like, you're gonna want to have other options, but not give up totally on what Ignite brings to the table. But yeah, you can do that. You can totally do that.
There's the philosophical question which came up, which I thought was really good, from Elias Jur, 619.
Ellie, or Ellie, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ellie. But the question being, shouldn't there be the ability to, why don't we just have, like, a bunch of, basically like flags?
Yeah.
Right? Where you switch from one to the other. And I was talking about that where, like, well, it's an opinionated library. And there's a lot of reasons for doing it that way. It doesn't mean that you're stuck there, but we start off with our opinions of, like,
what we would use.
This is working.
What we do use. Like what we do use when we start. Yeah, totally.
Right.
So it's a great question, and we've thought about it quite a bit. We actually used to have more options, like flags.
Yeah. Right.
But it was a maintenance nightmare, to be honest. So let me actually, I have a alert box. I need to make sure that's in the right spot. And of course it's not going to let me do my thing here, but okay. As far as it goes, I guess. But yeah, the big thing there is we, from a maintenance standpoint, we want to maintain stuff that we use, otherwise it won't get maintained. It's just reality. It's human nature. It's like by the way, Elise says, thanks for answering that, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited to have Derek on here. I'm really excited. It's super fun. It's great to have another person on here. And not just to help me, like get this all set up, but just another host. It's cool.
Yeah. And if you get pulled away, I'm always here.
You can jump in. Yeah. You can jump in and answer questions. Did you, so there were a few other questions here.
Mm-hmm.
Ahmed says, hey, Jamon and Derek, am I late? I assume, I don't know if you saw that. That was on YouTube.
No, focusing on this.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Let's see.
Ahmed, are you still out there? And then, let's see here. What are some tips to improve as a React Native developer? You got that one?
Yes, I did. I talked about that extensively.
Sweet. Yeah, awesome. Is this a Q&A live? It kind of is, Ahmed. It's a little bit of an impromptu one because Derek and I are mostly setting up sort of a guest view, as you can see, with making sure that we have the ability to do 2 people, which we're using Zoom to kind of broadcast. Derek lives in California. I live in Washington State. So we're several hundred miles apart. I don't know actually how far. Probably like 800 miles apart or something like that.
Yeah. My answer to the question, while you were away, about how do you improve as a React Native developer. Really straightforward piece of advice. It's something to try. It's a technique, which is where bang out new React Native projects like it's nobody's business. Bang them out, bang them out, bang them out. They're all throwaway. Yeah. Bang out the project, work on one problem you want to solve. You want to learn one new technique. You have an article you're following, whatever it is. Learn it, practice it, try it out on your project, and throw it away. Don't persist it. Don't save it. There's no need. If you want to, you can. But the idea is that this is for your own brain cells. Yeah. That's where it gets persisted, not in GitHub. Yep. No, you're totally right. Because there just isn't a substitute for doing stuff and just trying it, And I'm a big fan of that answer. It's great. And I think there are some other things that you can do, obviously, to get better. By the way, hello, Ruptisha. If you're using React Native fetch blob, ditch it now. Ooh. Why is that? We're going to fetch blob? Let me go look this up. Why? Yeah, why? Why? Yeah. RN fetch blob, a project committed to making file access and data transfer easier and more efficient for React Native developers. Unmaintained. Only compatible with React Native 0.60. Compatibility warning. So it's not being maintained anymore. But is there some other security reason? Not maintained, doesn't support Android 11. Ah. Oh, what do you recommend instead, Reptisha? Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I hate to suggest this, but I'm going to do all that stuff over again for the share view. So, live screen. Okay, first off, Derek, talk. I want to see if people can hear you. Check. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. This is Derek. I think they still can. I think so. So, let me know if you can still hear Derek. But I'm gonna. I hear you. I can hear you. You can hear me, but I'm checking with the rest here. And then chat box. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add you back in. The question is where, because the chat box takes up a fair amount of this. I wonder actually. No, you know what? I actually think we need to do it with the original live screen, live screen, which has more room. So this should work better. Okay. This is going to take a little bit. Okay, you can. Cool. Thanks, Mazen. Derek, you're not on video right now, but we're going to bring you in. So give me a second here, and I'm going to start working on this. In the meantime, keep the Q&A going. Derek will answer questions. I'll be working on this. Hello. So you can't see me, but maybe you can hear me. I think so. Okay, that's fine. see what's going on with the YouTube here.
You can hear Derek, yeah. My advice, try not to use too many third-party solutions.
Third-party solutions.
Derek, what do you think about using third-party solutions in your React Native apps, just in general?
In general, it kind of depends on how much I trust that they're well maintained. Lots of stars on GitHub. They're used in a lot of projects, which means a lot of dependencies, which means that if something goes wrong, a lot of people are trying to solve them with PRs.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's okay. I mean, that's how it is. If a really good library comes along, and it feels like there seems to be a feel that in the React Native community, people are using it in their projects. I won't hesitate. I will check it out.
Yeah.
However, I will look at things like stars. If I look at a GitHub repo for something, a third-party library.
Yep.
I do what most people do. I look at issues.
Yeah.
I look at PRs. I look at how active the repo is. That's extremely important. I try to get a feel to the best of my ability of whether or not this feels like alive.
Right.
Is this repo really happening? Are people trying to fix problems? And is the maintainer really are they merging in the PRs?
Right.
Is it happening? If I start to feel doubt about it,
right.
I'll look elsewhere. But there's many times when I'll go like, okay, you know what? I've read too many good things about this library.
Yeah.
And looking at the repo itself, I feel I trust the author and
right.
I trust the people working on it.
Right.
I'll go for it.
Yeah. No, that's a great answer.
Yeah, you don't want to go too overboard, obviously. You don't want to be get yourself in a situation where your dependencies is gone like way too overboard, like way too many little things. Maybe small libraries which give you like little functionality where like, you know what, you could probably do it yourself and
True.
It wouldn't be that expensive or difficult because you get to maintain it yourself. It's a balancing issue. Yeah,
absolutely it is. Often the right answer is it depends.
Yeah, that's right. It depends.
It's a very unsatisfying answer, No, Reptisha says, I wish Facebook supported the essential solutions like date picker, maps, push notifications, and others. Interestingly, they did for quite a while.
Yeah, they did.
And sorry, I'm in the middle of moving some stuff around, so
I know, but yeah.
But they did. But then the reality is that the problem with Facebook doing it is you're dependent then on Facebook caring about your problem.
Yeah, right.
And I wouldn't count on them caring about your problem. They're nice people, and they do some good work over there. Obviously, we all use their stuff, right? But then they have to care about, and so literally like, React Native WebView was part of the core for quite some time, and it no longer is because someone took it out. I did, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. And when I took it out, it was like, what's cool is that the community then could take an active role in making it better. So that was cool. That was actually, it worked really well. Thibaut Manchot and myself were the ones that kind of maintained it and made it better. Let's see here. 1460. No, that's not going to work. I need to make sure that I get this in the right position. I don't know if you can see, Derek, but I'm moving you around.
I can. I see it.
I think I need to make it just a little bit. It's not quite there, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I have to be really careful about watching it because I can't talk and watch myself 5 minutes in the past at the same time.
I know. My preview is real time because it's on Streamlabs. That's why mine looks better. But that's funny.
I'm like I'm seeing myself with my beard wasn't quite so long, kind of thing. It's like whoa, my goodness! Like I was thinner in those days.
Oh, so true. Okay, strip title, bottom bar border. Okay, this needs to move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up that right side a bit. So that
I like that. Yeah.
So that we can then bring all this stuff down. Okay, and then I can take the chat box then, which is cool, and I can move the chat box down, which gives the chat a little more room there. Yeah, chat got de-emphasized a little bit there, but we'll still. Derek, you look closely similar to Arturo Roman from Money Heist. Mazen says, yes, he does like Arturo. Did I say that right? Is it Arturo?
Arturo. Like, I have to look this up. I have to find out who the heck is...
That's awesome.
Let's see. Arturo Roman, eh? Let's find out.
Roman,
right. Let me look it up.
Okay. Like Mazen is saying that's...
Yes! I do look like this person.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I gotta bring it up, but first I have to fix my my screen share.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can. I need to. Ooh, wow. I need to see this. I need to see this.
Okay, let's see. I have got to get a picture. Hold on one sec here. This is a great... I don't know if there's a way I can share this. It's totally great. It's like, yes, it does look like me.
Wow, for
oh
once.
My goodness.
The share. Okay, well we can roll with this for right now. Okay, I gotta see this. Arturo Roman Roman, I guess.
I mean, I got all these pictures of him. Like, how do I?
Okay.
I can't share an image, right?
I see it. I see it.
I totally see it. Are you kidding?
Look at this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first off, I need to move.
There you go.
Streamlabs
Nice.
over.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. Okay, that's why I was thinking.
To make my face look like one of his pictures.
Okay, that's great.
I have this huge delay.
Yeah. Can you see? Yeah. Can you see Derek? That's funny. I think it helps that he has a similar hairstyle too. Like, someone get a screenshot of that. That's too good. Right. That's too good.
The delay makes it hard for me to match it, but
it does. Yeah. That's awesome.
There's a picture of him with his head kind of rotated and he's grimacing. I'm gonna try to copy that. Ready?
This one? Oh, right here? I don't know. It's I love it. I love it. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's great. All right, so let's look at React Native Fetch Blob in just a second here.
Yeah, see what the deal is with that.
So, but apparently it's just not maintained, I guess. Wow, 403. Yeah. So there are responses to all of these. Just question is whether they're real responses or this module is unmentionable. Please use the fork. Oh, there's a different one. Okay. Has some issues. Pull requests. Fork this. See, this is one of the cool things about open source, though, right? Something dies out or whatever, someone just forks it. Moves on,
That's right.
It's fully compatible. So I guess, let's see. Raptisha, have you tried the fork, the React Native Blob util? Because that looks like it's a better option here. Let's see. I'm curious how it goes to there. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. All right, I actually feel pretty good about the setup we have on this dual coding screen, Derek.
Yeah,
I'm
too.
I'm kind of impressed how fast that came together. So I'm happy.
It looks
about
great.
it.
This looks awesome.
Yeah,
love
sure
it.
Does.
It's
The chat's a
clean
little
and nice.
small. Like chat's definitely a little small, and we could. So one thing we could do is compress me and Derek a bit up a
Right.
bit, so you could see chat a little better. But
That's right.
I'm not going to worry about that right now. Like I'll probably do that in a future stream. But yeah,
We can be smaller. You don't really need to see us that
quite
clearly.
as much of us. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Just shrink and center.
One thing
And
I'll
bring
ask
it up.
you, Derek, is move your camera to point down just a couple inches. So your camera come down just a couple inches. Yeah. So that it's your face is more centered, basically. That's a little too low. Maybe a little. You don't want to chop off the top of your head.
Hold on.
You probably need to go up a little bit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now you're more centered, you know? Nice. So one thing that we were gonna do, other than looking at Arturo Greenberg, is we were gonna take a look at some Ignite issues. Now, that was the promise of the stream here. So I'm gonna look at we don't have any real like pull requests other than this fix here, which actually we probably could look at. But I want to look at issues and see what's going on in issues. So, but feel free, people, if you have any questions about React Native coding, if you have any questions about anything, even the streaming setup that we have, Derek is here now, so you can Q&A him. Let us know. All right. How to get useful stack traces for promises. Last comment was this has been something, I don't know, Derek, I know you're typing right now, but
yeah.
one of the questions that this person had was how to get useful stack traces for promises, which is something that has really frustrated me. Promises give you almost nothing.
No, they don't.
We need to dig into, whether there's something we can do here. And the person does reply and says, I've read certain solutions not specific to React Native that suggest we replace the native promise with Bluebird.
Bluebird?
I don't know if Bluebird works, though, with React Native. It's hard to say. But, yeah. Promises library. Yeah, see, I don't think...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that's useful.
No.
So... This is something I want to
Bluebird.
spend some time on and figure out a
Take a look at
better
it.
solution.
Bluebird.
I'm not going to worry about that one right now, but that was an interesting one. Conflict with... Okay, I'm actually going to just open up a bunch of new stuff here. And maybe start with the latest, like closest to the end one. Oh, we do have a Ignite bug that we need to work on, actually. I just remembered. Some people are having trouble, and I think it's when they don't have yarn. Some people are having trouble with Ignite when it tries to install Colo Loco, but I think the problem is when you don't have yarn installed. So I'm gonna go to temp here and first off disable yarn. So let's see here. How do you remove an alias? Oh, you can unalias. And then I just have to rename yarn so that it doesn't. So yarn to yarn disabled. Okay. So now if I type in yarn, command not found. Cool. So npx ignite CLI new let's see here. I guess this is just it's an issue with 7.8. So issue 7.8. All right. So Derek just pasted some links in there for Bluebird. What? I just got a crash. Derek, are you able to on stream see what I'm doing? Because I know that this is part of what we kind of have to figure out. I guess on stream you have to look, right? But no JS.
I see the stream.
Why is it unable to resolve dependency tree? I'm gonna run it with debug.
Yeah, I do see it.
Okay, good.
That is working.
Could not resolve dependency pure React. Okay. I wonder if it's when I do npm install. Yeah, look at that. This is interesting. So when I don't have yarn installed, it appears that there's a problem with resolving dependency. Could not resolve dependency 16 in masked view. So I wonder, is there a new version of masked view? That's what I'm wondering. Because like maybe this is a known issue with masked view. Use yarn or read this. Add legacy pure deps at the end of npm install commands.
1.11.
Oh, upgrade to React Navigation 6, which uses the new... So I'm wondering if the old... The package has moved to a different name now. Well, let me go see. React Native Masked View. Ah. So it's been changed to React Native Masked View. So why... I'm going to go here to use yarn. Oh, I can't. Yarn disabled. Why? I'd have to yarn it. Let me go here. Ignite. Oops, I mean boilerplate. Yarn disabled. Why? React Native community. So what I'm doing here, Derek, is I need to know why this even is in our... Oh, it is in the dependencies. Okay, so let's open code. So apparently we are using React Native Community Masked View here. Why we're using that, I don't know. But this has a problem. It doesn't look like it's actually used anywhere like specifically. It almost seems like we can delete this.
Yeah, where is it being used?
It's not being used. Maybe it's a dependency of something else, but then it can bring in its own dependency. So if we simply run npm install now, okay, mobx doesn't like this. Found 6.1. Reactitron MST requires 4.1. So Reactitron MST. Okay, so really where we are right now is that Ignite is expecting you to have yarn. Or an older version of NPM. If you're using a new version of NPM, there are issues apparently that we have not figured out. I think mast view is needed by React Navigation, says Ahmed. Okay, well they can bring in their own mast view then, right? Like we can let them do their own thing.
That's right.
So let's look at Reactitron MST because this may need a dependency. There might be some issue here. This is our thing. So yeah, we haven't upgraded it in a very long time. And there's the last release. There's pull requests like crazy. Oh, these are just dependencies. Okay, we're definitely closing all of these because we're not going to use renovate anymore. So get rid of all those pull requests. So this is a rather old Mobx state tree plugin. We don't have it like in. It's not okay. Let's look for this in npmjs.org. So there it is, and let's see when the last time it was published. Because yeah, published 2 years ago, 3.1.3, and that's the last one here too. So this is the latest thing. So really what we need to do is bump in the package JSON. There's like pure dependencies here, and we need to make this looser. That's essentially what we need to do. That shouldn't take too long. Let's go here. So let's go to rn live and git clone Reactitron MST. And then open this up. And in the package JSON right now we have mobx. And I think we can just simply add greater than 6.0.0. So anything above 6.0. And then for mobx state tree, we can also do, greater than, and I don't remember what the latest version of mobx state tree. Latest version of mobx state tree is 5. So we can just go greater than 5.
There it is.
On that. Greater than 5. So we could probably go greater than 3. I don't see any reason why we can't. There may be some reason not to, but I feel like this is... So the only dependency is Ramda, which I wish we could get rid of. But we are, I think, using it pretty heavily here. There's a lot of stuff with Ramda here. So so that fixes the pure dependencies, hopefully. And okay, fix. Or let's see, yarn test first. I disabled yarn. Whoops, I need to yarn. It's not so disabled when you can run it with yarn disabled, is it? I renamed it to yarn disabled so that Ignite would think it didn't exist. Ahmed says it has to be a direct dependency to be linked by React Native, I guess. Okay, yeah. Yep. Oh, this is interesting. Haven't seen this error in a long time. It's probably some old version of something. But it looks like it worked. So yarn disabled test. All right. Let's make sure everything works. Okay, everything works. So let's just push it up. Okay, bump here dependencies, and I'm just going to go fix deps. I don't know if this will actually auto deploy. Let me see if it... There is a circle CI. If not, I can just run yarn publish. So test and release is set up. So yeah, it will publish if this passes. So that's good. And then we should get a new version of MST and we can bump that in Ignite and yeah. So get all this stuff done. All right, Derek, so are you wanting to stick around or are you good for now?
I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
Maybe let's, you have the layout like beautifully set up.
It's pretty cool.
It really is cool. It looks great.
Yeah.
And I personally think like you might be able to shrink our boxes a bit, but
yeah, on the share, yeah,
on the share. But there's enough of the chat that appears below it,
yeah,
to be very usable for people who go back and review the YouTube video capture of this. So
yeah,
I think it's good. I love it.
Yeah, this is a great job, Derek. You did good on this. Thanks for taking over when I had to go.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
That was fun. And yeah, let's do this again. Don't have to do it every time, but you can, anytime you want to, just let me know and we'll jump on here. And just for people that are watching, like Derek helps me prep for these things. He's good about doing research. He runs the YouTube channel, so he's working on that. Yeah. So thanks a lot, Derek. I appreciate all you do.
Okay, I'm going to leave the Zoom thing.
Yep. If you leave Zoom, what I'll do is I'll jump to the just chatting and then, or actually I'll probably go to my live screen, which is my normal one. And then I'll see you in the chat.
Right on. I'll still be here. I'll be watching you, but I just won't be on Zoom.
All right. Perfect. We'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, looks like its building did not publish. I wonder... Get version 2.7 is required. That's interesting. So I think that having to write yarn disabled is just a pain. Yeah, I know. Hey Derek, thanks for hanging out with me again. That was cool. Oops, I'm in the wrong one. Let's see here. Reactitron MST. Let's go to the Circle CI config here. And there was some sort of an issue with, what was it saying? It said, get version 2.7.1 is required. Found 2.1.4. I wonder if the version of, let's see here, Docker version, like all this stuff worked. CI publish. So a big question now is like, actually, can you see that? Yeah, you can. It's right at the bottom of your screen here. I'm going to pull this up a little bit so I see what you see. All right. So semantic release version 16, beta 36. It complains and it says get version 2.7. So first off, do we have a new version of semantic release? Because if so... 18.0.1 instead of 16. Well, we can upgrade that. Yarn disabled. Upgrade semantic release latest. And let's see if this works. There are actually other things we should probably upgrade as well. It's good to kind of come back to these things once in a while and try to release them just to see if, see if they work. The last time we updated this was 3 years ago, so. Build process. Looks like Rich was the last one to add that. So I suspect this still isn't gonna work, but fix depths, upgrade semantic release, and push that up, and let's see what happens there. In the meantime, I need to continue to look at Circle CI Git version. 2.1 Git tools. So I wonder what the difference is between Circle CI 2 and Circle CI 2.1. Let's look. Commands, executors, jobs. You can use them multiple times. That's good. And pre-install, post-install. It doesn't look like that will be a problem either way here. GitHub CLI. Old version of Git in Circle CI2. Okay. Customize. Build a new Docker image. Install a version. Maybe we just need a different Circle CI image. Actually, that's probably good. Let me go to GitHub. Let's go to see what Ignite's using, because honestly, what Ignite has is probably what we want. So, oh, there's okay. This is better. This is better, I think. So these defaults here. It's like such an old version of Node. So what if we did the same, like 14.15.1 or whatever? 14.15.1. And see if that works. Whoops. Let's see here. Chore CI. New version of, or upgrade CI node image. And let's push that up. All right, then we just have to watch it, see what happens. Not this one. Okay, this one's running now. Curious to see if this works. Yeah, no, that was fun with Derek, having Derek on here. And I am, as we kind of alluded to, we do plan to have some more people on. And if you have ideas of who you would want to see on here, let me know. So this should be, this is interesting. This is good. Setup. What's the problem? Platform Linux is incompatible with this module. FS events. Optional. Engine node is incompatible, version 14.17. Okay. Could we go to 14.17, I guess? I wonder if there's a 14.17. FS events. Now, where is that coming from anyway? Let's see. By the way, it's kind of interesting. They were publishing a UMD ES5. We have the typings. Yarn disabled. Why FS events? Who's got FS events? That's Jest. What version of Jest do we have? This is a rabbit hole. So we have TS Jest 23. We have Jest 24. I don't know if I want to update it though. That goes down a whole rabbit hole here. No, actually, this was just an info, so we don't need to worry about that. We just need to update the node version. Okay, let's do that. Whoa. GS. So, chore CI update node version to 14.17. We'll push it up. Having a React Native core team member to talk about the new architecture would be cool. We actually are, little sneak peek, but next week we are going to be talking to a React Native core team member to talk about the new architecture on React Native Radio. It's not going to be released right away. It's going to be released in about 2 to 3 weeks, somewhere in there. After we talk to them, that would be a week from tomorrow is when we record. But yeah, that's going to be fun. So keep an eye on reactnativeradio.com. And also, yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it, Ellie. Kudos, by the way, to Derek Greenberg, who also kind of like lined all that up for us. So he's essentially scheduling guests now for both of these media properties that we have, React Native Live and React Native Radio. Get someone on live stream as well. I'd love to do that. I might check with them to see. Now, Facebook has some weird requirements around, like, they're fine with podcasts. I don't know how fine they are with live stuff. But, you know, I can have Derek talk to them and see if they're willing to come on, you know, React Native Live and do a live show, you know. Setup tests. By the way, I should just log in. There we go. Okay, it's building. I need to follow this project. Now it's publishing. Let's see if it works. It looks like it's working. Let's see here. 2.1.3 should be 2.1.4. Says it worked. Or 3.1.4 is what I mean. And it looks like it worked. All right, that's pretty cool. So now we need to update our... well, first off, let's try it here. So, going back to this one, MST 3.1.4, right? And then npm I. Let's see if it will install. Okay, it did not. From Reactitron React Native 5. Okay, Reactitron React Native 5. Is there a newer version? But it got further, right? It got further. Okay, 5.0 is the last one, and we'll probably have to do the same thing here. So let's clone this one down. All right. So that one's good. Let's do git clone that. It is cool, isn't it, Ahmed? Awesome, Derek. That's very cool. I appreciate having your help on that. That's something I'm not very good at, is sort of like all the follow-up and stuff like that. As Missy Warren, my sales coordinator, can attest to. You should have Derek talk to me about getting me on the podcast, says Ahmed. We might at some point. We might. Let's see here. Let's run yarn disabled. Just like get it lined up here. And then what we're going to have to do here is the same thing we did there, which is update the peer dependencies. So we'll get there. Cedric. Conventional commits. How's it going, Cedric? Yeah, I'm using terminal. So we're running into a problem here where I'm trying to make it so that we can actually install with npm, because we always test with yarn. We never test with npm. And apparently it's been broken for a while on Ignite. So coming in here, let's see, Reactitron, React Native. I have to look at the peer dependencies, and we need to actually do, I don't understand why Reactitron, React Native. I don't understand why we need a peer dependency on React anyway. This is for React Native. So I feel like all we have to do is remove that peer dependency and we're good. Does anybody disagree with that? I feel like that's a reasonable way to go here. So on this, and the reason this is called yarn disabled is because I renamed yarn to, let's see, no, I'm good. Yarn disabled, and then yarn disabled test. So let's see here. I'm in the wrong screen. What's it say here? Cannot use import statement outside of a module. Okay, I ran into this before, but why is it now an issue? It's a little weird. TS Jest should be enabled here. As you can see here. Huh. Test environment node. I just ran into this with Kate. How did we fix it, Kate? Just preset. It might be a version that yarn transform stuff. Yeah. I know. So let's see. I think I need to go here and Babel preset. So we do have Babel, but like We have TS. We have TS jest as well. Does this not? If you want to use TS jest, use TSC. Okay, so I'm going to go here and verify. Creating a config. Well, let's try it. Yarn disabled. Jest configuration is already set in package, which is true. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whoops, I'm in the wrong one here. I'm going to actually delete that temporarily. Run that and see what it tells me. Jest, my bad. Yeah. Kate says, I'm getting the exact same issue, but I don't have Babel, so I don't know how to approach. Please fix this issue. Okay, I removed the jest configuration. And oh, it created a jest config. And it did this exports thing. Okay, all right, let's see what happens. Disabled test. Okay, still didn't like it. What is going on here? So we need a later version or a new version of TS Jest. Why is this not working? I mean, it was working. Like, I feel like there's something going on here. So TS Jest test environment node. We already had that though. So I'm going to delete this. Move to trash. I'm going to go back to the package JSON. I'm going to undo. See, yeah, TS Jest test environment node. And then there's the test matcher. TS Jest is here. Something's weird. Can I do TS Jest instead? Yarn disabled test. TS Jest. No, it doesn't allow me to do that. So yarn disabled jest. Yeah. I'm so glad I came back from lunch in time to watch this. I was wondering if I can use Yarn 3 with React Native. I didn't really try with React Web, but hear about it being fast, especially about Yarn 2, which 3 is the next version. We only use Yarn 1, and I actually wrote an article about it on shift.infinitered. Actually, if Derek's there, maybe Derek could post the link to it. There's an article about why InfiniteRed uses Yarn. I think React Native in general has issues with plug-and-play nature of the new Yarn versions. You can make it work, but you have to install the node modules part. Yeah. I just sent you what I added to mine, says Kate. Okay, I'll check my DMs in a second. Did that work? It's weird that we would have to do that. It's really weird that we would have to do that. Whoops, I'm in the wrong one here. And that's in here. You're not in a package JSON. Okay. Module file extensions. And module mapper. I don't know on the module mapper if that's necessary or not, but I can't do that in here. But I will. Let's see here. Is there something wrong here? Prettier's not working. Oh, I think we're missing a curly or something. Nope. Or not. Prettier's not working though. Interesting. Let's put a prettier. Or do we already have a prettier, actually? Prettier. There's a format. Extends. Yeah, okay, this is our first. Okay, all right. Is there a prettier RC? There is. Let's grab these. And delete it from the prettier RC here. I don't like dot files. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I prefer to put things in the package JSON. I feel like that's a better way to go. The reason for this, React Native needs those native Gradle and pod files, and they are accessed outside of Node or Yarn, just directly linked into Android or iOS. I have just config. Yeah, that makes sense, says Ahmed. Yeah. Don't think this will work. Yeah, still has a problem. Why is this not working now and it used to work? And also, Prettier's not working. Okay, we have everything installed, but I can't seem to format this document. Yeah, it's not working. Is there an error somewhere? Well, there is an error somewhere. Test failed to run. Test suite failed to run. Okay. That's understandable. I'm not seeing anything about the formatting though. Doesn't seem to be working. Does anybody know how to tell it, hey, I need the formatting? When I save it, it definitely, like, there's a little flicker of something, but I don't know if it's not trying to format. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna look at Reactatron MST and just see what is being done over there. We have a Babel Rc, which I'll check. This one has preset env TypeScript. Or do we have TypeScript here? Yeah, this is TypeScript. We have tests, and they're in TypeScript. So something we're doing here is different. We have rollup as well. Let's look at package JSON. Do we have a TS jest? Pure dependencies? No. Do we have a jest? We have a rollup. Okay. Release RC. All this stuff can be moved into the package JSON, by the way. Restart VS Code. That's not a bad idea. Let's take a look at it. No, it's not doing it. It's not working. Why wouldn't Prettier work? And when it doesn't work, why is it like acting? Oh, there's. Okay. Files ignored. Skipping. Ah. Ah, that's why. It was ignored. It was in the Prettier ignore. Okay. I just had to make my screen larger and then I was able to see the Prettier output. So now it works. Good. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. By the way, this release RC needs to be deleted and moved into the package under release. So that's better. That's better. Okay. And we have just preset TS just node, and we have these transforms and all this stuff, and none of this stuff seems to actually make a difference. I'm going to go into this. Let's see. And look at is there anything about just in here? Just, types just, Babel just, TS just. Okay. I'm not seeing anything that makes sense here. It's possible that our TS config is doing something wrong. Types, okay, that's all good. Skip lib check. Temporary? Yeah. 3 years ago. This is the rollup config. The rollup config here, how close are these two? So we've got get plugins, externals. Okay, and then we have export default, and we have our input, we have our output. UMD and ES plugins. If you want to switch for performance, it might be worth checking PNPM as well. Is it really that fast? Do you run into any issues with it, Cedric, or is it pretty much like good to go? Like, I probably should check PNPM and see how that works. External, some externals there. Okay. I don't see the difference here in the rollup stuff, so I don't think it's rollup. TS config. I don't think that it's the TS config. Allow JS, JSX. I don't think we need that. Maybe, I guess. No implicit. Source map. Skip lib check. Exclude, include. Yeah, looks pretty similar. All right. Babel Rc. So let's look at Babel. So this one has preset env and preset TypeScript. And then it also has like transform React JSX and class properties. I think that's fine. I don't see any reason why that would be a problem. What version of TS Jest do we have? '23, and this one is 27. Okay, let's see if we can do an earlier version of TS Jest. Well, no, because this is 27. What's our Jest? That's 24. Okay. Uh, 27.0.7. Wow. That was renovate. Okay. Oh, okay. It's been updating all these dependencies, Reactron, React Native. Has it released anything though? I wonder if this has been broken for a while. Is this actually like auto? Yeah, look at this. It hasn't released in a long time. Is it auto merging? It's totally auto merging, isn't it? My goodness. That doesn't seem right. That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a very bad idea. Okay, webhooks maybe? What is Timely app? I don't know what that is. I definitely don't want that. Whatever that is. Let's get rid of that. What's Timely app? Time tracking. Okay. Well, let's get rid of that. Integrations maybe? Here we go. Configure, and we definitely don't want this. So let's suspend it. So that's gone. Good. Pull Panda, I think is also needs to be suspended. Slab and Slack are fine. Okay. So, I think what has been happening here is that Renovate's just been updating. Let's get rid of all these updates here. There's a README that got lost in this apparently. But let's get rid of all these deps here. And let's close them. Yeah, I should probably look at it. Just stylistic change. Jeez, yeah. Not to be too rushed, but I'm going to merge this now. I mean, what can I say? All right, there. Now, again, we're coming back to this. So it's been updating this whole time, and yeah, apparently broke everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this back to the MST level of Jest, I guess. So let's go look at this. Jest. What version of Jest do we have here? And by the way, Babel Jest 2. So do we have Babel Jest here? We do. Let's go with 2. Let's go with that one. And then Jest. And then TS Jest. I feel like 23 is wrong, but it is what it is. All right, so let's try it. All right, yarn disabled, and then we're gonna go yarn disabled test. Never forget Oracle's MySQL bot versus Dependabot. Just being very passive aggressive with each other. Please tell me this works. Was this just gonna like stop and Not do anything? Okay, let's try this again. What is happening? Oh, there it is. Still same issue. So that's not our problem. The version of that is not our problem. Okay, let's put these back. Let's see here. Undo that. Undo that. All right. So, okay. Transform, ignore patterns. Okay. All right. We'll try it. We'll try it. We will try it. We're willing to do just about anything. I guess. That didn't work. Supports Babel. Yeah, that didn't work. What? No. Ensure you either disable code transforms by passing transform, or otherwise configure your transformer to emit ESM rather than the default. Execute node with experimental VM modules. Node logics for MJS as ESM extensions to treat. Oh my goodness. Really? Compiler options allow JS true. I think we already have that. So I think the problem here really is that we are outputting ESM. So like if I go to package.json and go to the top here, we have, no, that's not true because we have just main. I don't see the other ones. So we're not actually outputting ESM. All right, well, here's where I'm at right now. I'm going to assign this to one of my developers. Are we still stuck on the tsjust transpile issue? Yes. Includes files, tsjust base, some config on that. I'm going to actually assign this to someone who works for me and have them fix it because I don't feel like dealing with it right now. So we did not get all the way through this problem, but we will get there eventually. And I'll probably put Leon on it. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. It was fun to like do this with Derek. And we'll be back on Friday, and I'm gonna do probably a long stream on Friday, and see if we can get this all knocked out. Yeah, cheater, exactly. And so yeah, all right. Well, I will talk to you all later. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Appreciate it. Take care.